So often we ask the question, what should prison be for? You're asking the question instead, what should prison not be for? Actually, I part company with Kenny on this as well, that about whether or not we should be using the category of time as opposed to the seriousness of the case. I've always thought that what we should be trying to do is to focus on this as a matter of proportionality rather than time. So what kinds of cases as a society are we saying should normally be non-imprisonable? And we've done this before, and but it is the kind of detailed work, I think, that, for instance, an NGO or indeed a sentencing council is very well equipped to do. It's not something that can be done overnight in terms of a list, but one can do that to say, normally these are the sorts of things we would expect. You could do it partly through guideline judgments, if monitored, in terms of compliance and so on. But I come back to the point, this is not something you can just implement, because immediately one can hear, and rightly, the sentencing judges and practitioners saying, but wait a minute, those so-called alternatives just aren't there. So that comes back to my point about saying we need a long-term plan. We need a kind of penal change date, just like we've got a climate change date, to say this is where we're aiming. And by this date, we are not going to be sending certain kinds of people to prison unless their offending demands it. So that's what I would do. I would say it needs that kind of detailed work, and we need a target date.